Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm switching it up today. I'm starting a new series, Kandid with K, a series where we talk about zodiac signs, horoscope, like tarot. Usually consists of me talking to somebody else, or just me talking to the camera, so I can be myself, because I don't know who I'm coming across in my tarot card readings. I just want to be. I don't want to come off or offend anyone. So this kind of series, I can be myself. I can be, let it flow, just be natural. So today I have a special guest. I had to pull her out of her schedule because she's busy AF. And so she's my first guest. It's an honor for her to be here, for you to be here. Thank you so much. You introduce yourself. Your initial is J, right?
Hi.
And your big threes. What are your big threes?
So I'm a Libra sun and Aquarius moon and Capricorn rising.
Okay. And just FYI, I'm a Aquarius sun, Aries moon, Aquarius rising. Yeah. But
Aries gang over here.
So today's topic is about compatibility, whether it's in a relationship or a friendship, coworker, or what have you, family member, So just starting off the bat with fire signs, because I love fire signs. I got to start with fire signs. So tell me what your experience with fire signs are.
Honestly, there's that stereotype where air signs and fire signs get along the best. I think it is kind of true, because for me, I've always gone along with fire signs. There is not one single air sign or fire sign that I haven't got along with. So I'll start with Sagittarius. I think Sagittarius people are very special, as far as they have a special place in my heart.
Same here.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Love Sagittarius. They're
the great. They're really, really great. They teach me so much, to be honest.
Yeah, they're blunt. They'll say, if they don't like you, they'll say it to your face. And I love that bluntness. If you're going to say something, say it to my face kind of thing. And they're very philosophical. They have a wealth of information. Very smart, and they're just fiery.
I have a best friend that's a Sagittarius, and she's very straight up. That's what I like about her.
But
she doesn't beat around the bush.
But chill at the same time, right?
So I like them. I like them a lot. I've always liked Sag men. Apparently, they're supposed to be my soulmate or something. But I have a couple Sag flings in the past before, and they're very charming. As far as they're just very, very chill. At the same time, they kind of excite you in some way, because they always want to go on some kind of adventure or move on to the next thing all the time. So it's very fun, because it seems like it's an adventure with them. Yeah.
What about Leos?
Leos, I love and hate Leos at the same time.
Hate?
No. It's a love-hate relationship with Leos. I adore them because they are so loyal to their family and friends. They're they're fiery protective. That's where the lion character comes up. It's they're so protective of their family and friends.
Yeah, they're very generous. They have big hearts. Especially to people they love, like you said. They love the spotlight. So I'm carrying that spotlight or that fog or that fan or strobe light to Leo and let them shine, because they love that, and I admire that so much of them. They're very confident, very generous. They're like the sun, they shine wherever they go. So the Leo is just I love their spirit about them.
Every Leo I've met, they've immediately caught my attention, and you can tell that when they walk into a room, people's eyes or people's heads would turn to look at them. So I have two best friends, both girls that are Leos, and they're amazing. They bring out the best in me, and they're the ones that push me to kind of be spontaneous and just kind of be more confident in myself.
Yeah, the confidence part.
The confidence part. Yeah. They give me confidence, because they're just don't care about other people say. Say you should just love yourself and accept yourself. So, yeah.
Yeah, what about Aries?
Aries. I do adore Aries. I love I don't know. It's weird for me to say this, but I love their temper. It's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Like how they jump from 0 to 100 real quick.
And the fuse goes off really quick too.
Yeah.
Like, they'll like in a second later they'll be like, what happened? You know.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're just on to the next thing.
But I like that though. Like they don't hold on to grudges.
Exactly.
They just let it out and then just let it go.
That's me.
Which is more organic than just holding on to it. Yeah. At the same time, I really feel protective over them. I do have a couple friends that are Aries. I feel very, very protective over them, only because I know they're very young at heart. They're very innocent on the inside. So you know that they're very pure and they just want to be loved.
They're like the life of, actually, I think Aries is the life of the party. They bring excitement to any occasion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're like child at heart. They like to have fun. They like toys, you know, like especially the men. They like cars. They like, you know, anything's fast. They like, they just bring life to it. My brother's an Aries. We just have fun every time we are together. It's because I'm an Aries moon. He's an Aries sun. We just click, you know. And every time we get in the car, we're racing something.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, they're a lot of fun. Love to do a lot of outdoor stuff too. Yeah, so I love Aries.
Yeah. What's your take on the earth signs?
Earth sign, I love Capricorn because my dad's a Capricorn. They're very hardworking. Their drive is like above everyone else, I think. They just want to do well in this 3D life. They're very high achievers. Their drive is what I admire, you know. And they're very family oriented in the sense that they want to take care of their family. And so, yeah, Capricorns, I love you.
Hustlers.
Yeah.
Hustlers.
Virgos, I'm just appreciating now. You guys have this really quiet, very, you guys are very intelligent. Yeah, intelligent in a different way. I mean, I'm appreciating Virgos now because I've become a little close to a Virgo. I didn't know Virgos in the past, but recently I've gotten close to a Virgo, and he's wise beyond his years. I mean, he has a really old soul. We clicked instantaneously as soon as I met him. But yeah, he's a great person based upon that. And the more I do tarot, the more I get to know Virgos, is I appreciate them more.
Yeah, I love Virgos. I actually have a Virgo male best friend, and I appreciate him so much, only because he's that friend that I go to whenever I have a problem, and I know he's going to give me his complete, honest advice without any kind of like partiality, and he kind of helps me break down the problem so that I view it from a very logical and pragmatic perspective rather than depend on my emotions to resolve the problem. And he just broadens my perspective as far as how I should see and view things, instead of like, oh, why is this happening to me? It's just more of just like, what am I doing, you know, that's affecting this problem. So yeah, I appreciate Virgos.
They're very analytical. They'll tell you, they'll like break it down for you as far as what's good and what's bad. They're very neutral in a sense. So if you want to, like, you know, any type of advice, I would go to a Virgo, because they're unbiased.
Unbiased?
Yeah, very unbiased. They have a wealth of information because they analyze everything. So they see the good and bad of everything. So you want advice, go to Virgo. What about Taurus? Do you have anything to say about Taurus?
Taurus people are very interesting because I had experiences with both boys and girls. They do share the similarity of they like living luxuriously. They like the nice things, and I don't want to say materialistic because I also enjoy luxurious things and I like nice things. They're very, very strong-minded. So when they put their mind to something, you can't really change their mind, which is what I respect about them. Because, you know, as a Libra, I'm very like indecisive, and I'm kind of very I just want the peace. So I kind of sometimes I concede. I'm guilty of conceding to other people so that I can just avoid conflict and keep the peace. But a few of my Taurus friends have taught me to kind of stand my ground on certain things, especially if I know I want this, or if I don't like this, then I'm just kind of like, okay, I should stand my ground instead of always letting other people kind of make my decisions for me.
Yeah. I see. Going on to the water signs. Do you have anything you want to say?
Water signs.
And I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. You know, all signs bring something different to the table. Everyone has their pros and cons. But yeah, water signs, I feel like I need to tiptoe around them for some reason. Yeah. You know, but you know, you guys are like, you're in touch with your emotions, especially I think Pisces. Scorpios are on another level, I think, but you know, Pisces, they just drown in their emotions, which sometimes as an air sign and a fire moon, Aries moon, I tend not to be stuck in emotion. I'm like on to the next, you know, like I want to solve a problem and move on to the next, you know, kind of thing. But they make me appreciate to kind of like, I need to sit in my emotions sometimes, because that's how you get over stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's your experience on Pisces?
I think, to be honest, we both had a lot of experience with Pisces people.
Yeah.
Some who are very close to us.
Why are they attracted to us?
I know. Yeah, that's okay. This disclaimer. I've realized that Pisces, especially Pisces males, are very attracted to Libra and Aquarius women. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe because because we extend our helping hand sometimes. Maybe that's what they're attracted to.
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe because they're pretty. Because I heard that Pisces men like pretty
women. For Libras, because they're pretty. You know, Libra women are very pretty. For Aquarius, we always root for the underdog, you know, and we just want to help people. So
that's true.
That's probably why Pisces kind of gravitate to us.
Probably.
But yeah.
Oh, my take on Pisces.
Yeah, what's your take on Pisces?
I think I've had more experience with Pisces males than females. I've actually learned a lot from them, as far as I'm someone who don't really like to express my emotions, only because I have that stigma that if I express my emotions, I'm vulnerable, and vulnerable is weak, right? So, but I've learned that sometimes it's okay to embrace your vulnerability. And that's what I learned from them, is that you should embrace your emotions to its entirety, because that's how you know, or that's the first step into kind of understanding yourself. And if you don't understand yourself, then, you know, like, what's the point? No, I'm just kidding. But but yeah, I've learned that embracing your vulnerability is okay. Like, it's okay to not be okay. That, like, as the saying goes. And it's so, like what you said earlier, it's okay to kind of wallow in your emotions for a while, only because you're trying to process what you're going through. And I feel like everyone deserves to have that kind of moment, to take a break from everything and just kind of sit down and just process everything.
I think that's what we all kind of learn from a Pisces person, is that or any water sign, is to, you know, embrace that. Because sometimes we tend not to do, especially air signs and fire signs.
We love to suppress here.
Yeah.
We love to just pretend that emotions aren't there because it's easier.
So that's one thing I kind of learned from Pisces, or water signs. But yeah, what about Scorpios?
I think Scorpio people are very misunderstood. I read somewhere that Scorpio people are very, like, the most hated signs.
They're very mysterious.
They are mysterious.
Very mysterious. They like to keep things private. They don't want to seem as like they're weak.
Yeah.
But underneath all that, they are very emotional.
They kind of remind me of an Aries, to be honest. Only because Scorpio people are harder to break down because they have so many walls up. But I think they have walls up for the right reasons, because I know that every Scorpio person I met, they went through some trauma or some kind of really bad experience that really tested their trust in people, or their, you know, and I feel like because they've gone through so much, they want to guard themselves behind these walls, and it's very obvious because they don't like talking about themselves. They like to talk about others but not themselves, and they're very defensive as far as what you say to them and how you say it to them, or say things to them. But I know that, like, once you go past those walls, they're kind of like an Aries, because they're kind of just innocent at heart. The world's just been too cruel to them.
This is true.
This
is true. They like to observe people. They like to be in the back of the room and like to observe people. They are, like, kind of afraid to come up and be vulnerable. This is true. But yeah, I would love to get to know Scorpio on more on a personal level, because I don't really know any Scorpios. The only person that I know was a coworker, and she was always chill. Like, things would be falling apart around us, but she was always chill. So I appreciate that about Scorpios. And Cancers, they're very, I don't know too many Cancers, but I know that they're very family oriented. They love family. They love cooking. They love being around people. But yeah, that's the only thing I know about Cancers.
The word that comes to my mind when I think about Cancers is that they're nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very nurturing, as far as they just want to take care of everyone around them. Mm-hmm. And they're also very forgiving. So you can test their patience, but they will always forgive you and have your back. And I think that's a good quality to have, because that teaches you compassion. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I can say that I can work on, is basically compassion. Mm-hmm. And just forgiving other people and being willing to trust people. Mm-hmm. again. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good quality. I think every sign has something unique to offer.
Oh yeah,
you know, like just besides the fact that the element, like fire signs, they have, like confidence to offer. And, for air signs, they have perspective to offer. For earth signs, they have just like the strong will to offer. Mm-hmm. And for water signs, they have compassion to offer. But each sign, like individually, they have something to offer. So I think no matter what sign you are, you should always be proud of it. Mm-hmm. So because everyone has a lot to offer regardless of what your sign is.
So we kind of based upon just a little bit here and there about different signs, but who do you vibe the most with?
Vibe. What's interesting is that sometimes I vibe with a certain sign, that's a male, but I don't resonate with the female. Or vice versa. It was just so weird. So for example, I vibe with Virgo men. Mm-hmm. A lot for some reason, but I don't really like Virgo women for some reason. Mm-hmm. It's just weird. Mm-hmm. But then there are signs where I can like them equally.
Yeah,
the same.
You can't base stuff just on sun signs.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
More complex than anything. But just based upon the sun sign, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, so for me, do you have anything?
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Yeah. For me, it's Sag.
Yeah, same.
Hands down, Sag. Mm-hmm.
Both
you guys have a special place in my heart. If you're a Sag, I don't care what placement you have it in your chart, I vibe with you. Mm-hmm. There's something special with Aquarius and Sagittarius. Yeah, and there was someone's really, really special that was a Sag, is no longer on this 3D
dimension.
But that person left a mark on my life and changed it tremendously. And so yes, I vibe with Sag. Any fire sign, Aries, Leo, I love you. And then air signs, Gemini. I vibe with Gemini because we could talk about all kinds of things, different subjects. We just go on and on. I think for Gemini, Aquarius and Sagittarius are only the signs that can hang with them, because the other signs can't hang with Geminis. They're crazy.
Yeah, they are pretty crazy.
They're crazy, but in a good way. They're very artistic. They're talented. A lot of musicians are Geminis. Yeah. They have so much to offer, and that crazy brain of they're like a crazy scientist coming up with something. I love Gemini. Their energy is just out of this world. And yeah, so those are the signs that I vibe with. And Capricorn. I can't take Capricorn out of the picture. I just love Capricorn. Women, men, I love them. Yeah.
I think Earth sign women are so pretty. Just putting it out there.
Taurus women have pretty eyes. They have like that. Yeah. Because. Yeah.
And then I realized Capricorn women they have really sharp and delicate facial features. And I just I appreciate their beauty. And I feel like Earth sign women, I respect them a lot only because they're very attuned with themselves, spiritually. Mm-hmm. And I can tell that they're just genuine souls. But yeah, back to what you said about the fire signs. I love the fire signs. They're the best, the life of the parties. I actually have 2 best friends that are fire signs, and you put us in a room and it's just chaos. But it's the right kind of, it's the right kind of chaos. So yeah, I love them. I love the fire signs. Mm-hmm. I'm still appreciating water signs. Mm-hmm. But I do know that they are essential only because they teach us just how to be human.
All
sometimes.
The other signs to be, and just to be more in touch with their emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because especially air signs, they're not really in touch with their emotions. Yeah, no. Just based upon the sun sign itself. Mm-hmm. We're just really up here in the head, but they bring us down to where we're in touch with our emotions and to feel it on an emotional level, which I appreciate about water signs.
Yeah. I actually don't have a lot of experience with fellow air signs. I think the most sign that I've the air sign that I've had experience with is Aquarius men. Not really Aquarius women, Gemini women or men, but Aquarius men. They are very, very eccentric. They are unconventional, and I love that about them because they do not care about what other people think about them. And in some essence, they're very intellectual in a very unique way. So they always think outside of the box. So you could give them a project and they will turn it into some kind of like creative, cathartic outlet where they just kind of regurgitate themselves on paper, and substantiate it so that other people can see what's going inside their head. And I think that's pretty great. That's almost like borderline Gemini that Aquarius men kind of convey sometimes, but I think it's pretty great.
Interesting. I don't have any experience with Aquarius men.
They're kind of like Sagittarius men because they're very like not emotional at all whatsoever, and they're always want to bounce to the next thing, and they have a very, very low tolerance for other people.
Yeah, you can't pin them down.
Yeah.
Aquarius, you can't pin down. They have their own little schedule going, you know. Yeah. But once they're committed and they're loyal, they're loyal to the day they die.
Yeah,
kind of.
That's
thing.
what I heard about air signs is that we're very hard to hold down because we have commitment issues. But I know that
that's what you said.
Yeah, no, I heard that we have commitment issues, air signs. But I know that once we commit, we are like in it for life. Yeah, that's what I realized about myself too, to be honest. Like every time there was like a relationship or like a fling, they'll be like, oh, can we have this commitment? I'm just like, nope.
I'm out.
Especially with water signs.
Nice knowing
I'm just
you.
like, no. But recently I got into a relationship with a fellow air sign, you know, conveniently it's a Libra man. So, and it's so weird because I feel like, I mean, despite the fact that of course there's going to be similarities because we're both Libras, but it's just the fact that like we resonate on so many levels is kind of funny.
You like kind of finish each other's sentence.
Yeah, so I'm just like, is this a twin flame? A twin flame, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I had a question though. What, like, if I say a sign, you should. Do you want to say like the first word that comes to your mind?
Oh.
About the sign, like whatever sign I say.
Okay.
You say the first thing. So say like Taurus. First word that comes to your mind.
Family oriented.
Aries.
Fiery.
Okay.
Fiery.
Cancers.
Nurturing.
Libras.
Pretty.
Geminis.
The mad scientist.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh no! Am I missing any signs?
I thought we were gonna keep going.
Yeah. I'm forgetting my signs. Or okay, what about another one? It's like the similarities between two signs, or like if I say two signs, what similarities can you find between them? So like let's say like,
well, I think this is the only one that I can give you.
Okay.
Sagittarius and Aquarius. Sagittarius, you know I love you, right? I keep on mentioning you in my. But Sagittarius and Aquarius. Sagittarius is about adventure. Yeah. Aquarius is about going on the next thing. They want change. They want to change the world they want to bring impact, right?
Yeah.
They're both adventurous. So you put them together, they can conquer anything. Yeah. That's the only two signs that I can think of that really resonate with each other. I mean, there's other signs that resonate. I'm not dissing you all, but those are the two signs that I can just on the top of my head can think about. But yeah.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Well, what about you? What do you think?
For me, I think there's signs that I resonate with on a deep level as far as friendships, and then ones that I resonate in like on a romantic level. So I'll start with friendships first. I resonate with Leos on a friendship level. They're kind of like my twin flames. Like we just kind of like complement each other, I feel like. And then I also vibe well with Gemini men and Virgo men for some reason. I have a lot more male friends because, you know, guy friends are just less judgmental.
They're
I feel
easier.
Like. Easier to get along
I'm not trying to like, you know, hate on women. I'm all for women and women power, but I think both of us, we just like hanging out with men on a friendship level because there's no, I don't feel like a competition. It's just, you can just be yourself without feeling like, not intimidated, but just like critiqued or like anything like that. So it's easier to get to know them.
On a more, and it feels more organic.
Exactly.
And then it's also great when they treat you as like a family member, like, oh, like my little sister kind of thing. But yeah, I vibe with Gemini and Virgo men very well, only because they always have something to teach me. I always learn from them. Yeah. So, and then on a romantic level, I'm very attracted to Sagittarius men. You know, I feel like there's something about them that's very like,
they're so
charming.
They have this vibe about them that just like,
it's like
they
chill.
Step in a room and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like chill, but they're charming at the same time. Like they don't even have to try.
Exactly.
So, and it's like, I've never met a Sagittarius guy, not to toot my own horn, but I've never met a Sagittarius guy that did not like me though. So it's like, I know they're attracted to Libra women and Aquarius women. So it's just hard to hold them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so romantically, I vibe with Sagittarius men. I've yet to like actually be in a relationship with one, but I do, like, I have liked them. Let's see. I've been attracted to Aquarius men. I don't know if I resonate with them, but I do like them a lot. Only because I feel like I feel very like stimulated by them because they always have something to teach me, and I like being taught things. So, and the last two, I resonate with Aries and Libra men too. Is because I just feel like they're kind of like my polar, or like my twins in essence, like my twin flames, and a guy version of me. Like I'm looking in a mirror, kind of. So,
well, this was interesting. This was an interesting conversation. I'm sure you could take some pointers from this, from two air signs talking about compatibility. Just, you know, not just love relationships, but on a friendship level, family members. The next series I'll probably have in male. You know, get a male's perspective. And I'm going to probably keep going with this series, maybe just talk about different topics. Here and there. It could be by myself or with another person. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.